It's not an indictment to the frat culture at all. For me, at least, this is a film that's way more about brotherhood. You know, our actual blood brotherhood and masculinity as a concept and as a conversation. And you know, that journey and understanding that there's a lot of layers to this and a lot of ways to see the world. And if this film can help people kind of open their eyes in that way, then I think we're doing our job.
It follows a young man who, in an attempt to kind of reclaim his masculinity, pledges to his brother's fraternity. And the hazing and the entire kind of pledge term really tests, it just tests their relationship as brothers, and it challenges the two of them, but that's kind of the through line of it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's incredibly important when approaching a character like this and like all characters in this film, to not judge the character and to just be as free as possible when approaching the process and how you're going to go about telling the story. And a lot of that has to do with, I think, the environment you create on set. You know, Andrew did a great job. In the prep we did rehearsals that we had to set us up to really feel free, you know, and I'd say this is one of the most challenging roles I've had to date.
Going into it, Brad, he's the whole point, you know, you can argue that he doesn't really belong there, and he's not a frat boy. So I tried to kind of verse myself with the culture of it, but I didn't want to I wasn't playing one of the frat brothers, I wasn't playing, you know, a pledge master, so I didn't feel that was something I necessarily needed to not know about, but needed to really kind of dig into. But I mean, Brad's book itself is a real, that was like an amazing resource for all of us, I think, going into it.
Awesome. Both of these guys are so gentle. They're such gentle people, so it was like really a testament to their work, you know, what's on screen, I think. It was cool to see them transform. And, I mean, you have a moment where you really get into the whole frat
and I'm
thing.
glad, like you said, there are moments in the film where it does look fun. And, you know, like Nick said, it's certainly not an indictment, you know, but there is a lot to be said for it, you know.
I think for me, the biggest realization was in real time, you know, when we did the hazing rituals, you know, most of it, not all of it, was improvised and, you know, given the space to just actually do it. I saw very quickly how easy it would be to get carried away in the way that, you know, these brothers in this film do, and things get out of hand. Because it is an energy that is just about topping each other, and, you know, we watched a great film, Frat House, a documentary that really shows you the culture, and that was one of the biggest tools I had. I also had a really bizarre night in Bowling Green, Ohio as research, which was...
That's right.
What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah, we all went out to actually a pretty big frat bar in Cincinnati with all the brothers, actually some of the guys who were locally cast. We hung out with everybody and tried to get everyone... Really, we tried to kind of create what's called an art frat. That was the movie, right? There actually really was that feeling on set. It felt very like brothers in arms kind of things with you know, motivated towards making you know, an interesting film.